Hey guys, I haven't made a video in quite some time, so I wanted to take a second and try and talk about the market at large, and then some updates about Frozen Walrus and the ecosystem, including Glacier and Walrus Anglers Club mints. So, listen, the market is going tits up. Obviously, Bitcoin is taking some heavy hits along with everything else in the market, and that is mainly to do with FTX right now. And obviously, we've had several black swan events, but guess what? It will come back. I see a lot of people doomsdaying crypto and saying that it'll never come back, and that's a great bottom signal for me, and why I'm excited to keep building because I feel like right now we're in a very pivotal moment of crypto that people don't understand is that it's more widely accepted now than it ever was in previous bear markets, and with that, we get this amazing opportunity to get in at the very bottom. All the people that we talked about whenever we were in a bull run making all of this crazy money, this is where they started, right here with 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, whatever it was. This is really where wealth is made. And so I'm very excited to be in this industry at this time. And sure, the prices aren't great, but what does that mean in terms of the actual tech behind it? I don't get up out of bed in the morning because of Bitcoin's price being up or down. I get up in the morning and do what I do because I love this. I love building technology and building on Avalanche and making products that are better for the DeFi space. And so I think if we take a step back and realize the hit that we just took and the reason that we just took it was all to do with centralized exchanges. And centralized exchanges are great for on ramps and off ramps, but by no means should they ever hold your crypto for long periods of time. I think everyone mainly knows that, but what we've seen is a lot of people start moving to decentralized finance in mass if they're still involved in crypto right now because people are realizing that these people are over leveraging and using your funds in malicious ways because there's no regulations. And regardless if there's regulations or not, at the end of the day, do not allow someone to have so much control of your funds when there's other ways of making money, leverage trading, doing all the same things you can do on your centralized exchanges, rather than on ramp and off ramp. That's the only thing that you're not offered through decentralized finance. And so that's why I'm so excited to build Glacier and the ecosystem at large because really these auto market makers and balancer techs or whatever it is really allow you to gain on your cryptocurrency via other users and the platform itself, and you own it. There's nothing I can do on Glacier. Obviously, I've tested myself in the space and I'm very trusted. I'm obviously not going to take your funds, and I was also on chain can't take your funds and use it to buy some shit coin or over leverage myself or go back and buy more Glacier and then have nothing to show for it whenever you try and withdraw. It's all verifiable on chain, and that's why crypto is beautiful. Obviously, a lot of people are drawn to crypto for the massive gains and losses that come with it. But realistically, the real reason crypto is here is so that everyone has the same financial opportunities as the big leagues, as people in traditional finance. And that is why I'm excited to build Glacier and all these other products that I offer. So I just wanted to make a video and talk about that. Just kind of have an open book session of the things that I've been doing. For Walrus English Club, of course, we minted out of phase one. We did amazing in one of the worst markets ever. We raised, $250K for the first one of total user funds. We were able to secure 20K A3 miners, which is absolutely fantastic. And we are looking to make a new goal for the next phase. And so if you didn't know, everything in phase one is already solidified. They will be getting the terahash from the KA3 miners. If no more is minted, if phase two never mints another NFT, those 2,500 will gain the profits from 20K A3s. And even during phase two, until it mints out, they will not get any of the KA3 profits if we get that far, which would be in around 7 to 8 months. So just know that if you have a phase one NFT, you'll still gain on it, and you will not be diluted by new NFT holders in phase two, which we are looking to launch, which I guess whenever this video comes out, but should be this weekend. I know that if you're watching this at another time, maybe it's past this weekend, but regardless, this weekend, which is, I think, maybe the 20th, is when we're looking to launch phase 2. The only thing that we have to get prepared for is what are we going to buy. Right now, we're leaning towards L7s, which dual mine Dogecoin and Litecoin. It's more stable. The difficulty's already kind of been set. It is the most efficient one that's currently in the market as far as ASIC miners. And that's really what me and Sean are talking about right now to make sure that we are getting the best profitability. But we already have so much profitability from the KA3s and the potential run-up of Kadena. We want to make sure that we also can get some stable returns for you all. Another thing that I haven't really disclosed a lot to you all is that we have a massive amount of Walrus share. And realistically, what I want to do with that Walrus share while we're minting out of phase 2 and onwards is start adding liquidity to it and putting it in the WShare USDC.E pool, and then start gaining Walrus, converting it to X Walrus, and then doing 5 people lottos every single week for NFT holders. And just an extra added benefit that also benefits the Frozen Walrus ecosystem as a large whale that we can, since I obviously own Frozen Walrus, act responsibly in the ecosystem. So that's something that I really want to do. I think it'd be really cool. It's a cool feature, and we're looking to implement it as soon as we start minting out of phase 2. Let's see, what else do we have? Frozen Walrus. Let's talk about Frozen Walrus, and kind of what we've been seeing is that we have almost 900,000. We have almost 1 million Walrus that have touched the X Walrus contract. That does not mean that 900,000 or 1 million Walrus is completely locked up. We do have some that hit the market back in the Walrus share pool, but we have bottlenecked the supply a pretty drastic amount. And we are actually looking to do a new competition that will probably come out in the next coming days, where you yourself can win a Hydro Whale NFT based on some parameters of minting X Walrus. So be on the lookout for that. I haven't announced it anywhere else other than this video. But really, we're also going to be increasing the rate at which X Walrus's mint price goes up. It's going to be faster now. We've allowed a lot of people to get in, but we want to start soaking up more Walrus supply, which is the intended effect of X Walrus, so that when it becomes liquid, it's more expensive than Walrus's price. And that's kind of the overall goal, is that whenever we start allowing it to be traded through Glacier, that the price stays up, but we have to make sure that we have those incentives in line to allow to make sure people aren't just dumping X Walrus. So that's kind of what we're doing there. We have seen some price appreciation going against the market, which is cool to see for Walrus. We're up about 8% against the market that's down or right around even. So that's pretty exciting stuff. And then Glacier, today, even about an hour before I recorded this video, we have officially secured our lead developer. And I'm very excited to bring him on. His name is DeFi Mark, and he developed products for us. He's developed products for huge multi-million-dollar DeFi corporations. He is an amazing dev, and he can implement extremely effective solutions to Glacier, and honestly allows our scope to get much bigger at the same time frame, which is amazing. Him and Owen hit it off really well. They talked deeply about tokenomics and how we can benefit the Glacier ecosystem to make sure it's not just a farm and dump token. So a lot of the utilities that we're adding, a lot of the benefits that we're adding are helping the protocol and the user, and layering and baking in new layers on top of that to allow the user to really do some unique things on the Glacier platform is exciting. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited to start building out Glacier. I know that we've quoted a month or 2 months or whatever else it is, but I've told you all realistically, I don't care how long it takes, as long as it's something that I give to you all and that is full, complete, and working, that looks beautiful. From front end to back end to the features that we implement, everything I want to be on par with blue chip. You have to understand that Balancer Tech is not on AVAX. It's extremely sought after tech. And if we produce a product that is better than the competition that's not even on AVAX yet, then we're already a leg up. So really, we're just competing with other AMMs, which don't offer the same benefits that Balancer Tech does. So we have the opportunity to really build a full-scale solution on Avalanche with a set of DeFi tools, integrate it with some other platforms that you all may know and love, and be able to grow and build this huge community for this DEX, which also offers incentives for Frozen Walrus users that will be on that DEX. The more popular the DEX gets, the better that that Walrus and Walrus Share and everything else can start performing because they are front and center on this DEX. So just be on the lookout. I'm busy. I'm working every day tirelessly for you all. I'm really trying to produce something unique and something that benefits you all, the people that have been holding the longest, the people that have been here with me and believing in me. Just know that I'm doing everything that I possibly can to make the end of line user, you all, benefit the most, and at the cost of myself and all of my time. I do this because I love it. I truly do, and I'm very passionate about this and my industry and what I do and my career path. I take it very seriously, and I try not to take that for granted. So if you've been riding with me, I hope this update gives you a little bit. I know there's not much structure to it, so I'm sorry that there's not a lot of 1, 2, 3 points, but hopefully you gain something from it, and just know that, we're still building. I don't give a shit what Bitcoin's price is. I don't care about any of that. I actually am in this for the tech. I actually am in this for the community, and I do everything I do because I do love this. So I hope you're still riding with me. And if you just tuned in, I'm sure that's a lot of stuff that you're going to have to go read about. So I would go check out Frozen Walrus's website. Check out our new merch at shop.frozenwalrus.finance. We do have new merch. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy your day.